points out that he's held by a collar too. Look, I don't want to fucking be here, okay? This was not my choice. I can't free myself, but I can free you, so let me fucking help you. He explains that he's being taken to the Palace of the Prophets, and he's hoping that her people will lead them there if he does this. So his plan is, I'm going to free you, we're going to go to your people, I don't have to kill anybody, and we get a free pass and a shortcut to where we're headed forever.
Why hasn't people thought about this before? Yeah. We got it figured out.
And Dew suggests killing the witch. Richard says, I don't do that. See how I'm freeing you right now, and I don't have to? Same applies.
Yeah.
So, sorry, but this is the way it is.
I just loved how quick she was like, we can kill that bitch. You want to kill that bitch?
It's like the scene in Boondock Saints with Rocco in the car. They're like, well, who do you decide to kill? And he's like, me, I'm the guy. We could kill everybody. I know everyone.
Yeah.
And very excited to do it, too.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go. She tells Richard she doesn't know if she trusts what he's saying, but she's not going to be any worse off either way. And at the very least, she's going to be away from these other men who are constantly raping her. So she's gonna go. She's fine with this.
Either I'm dead or I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So I escape or the hurting stops. Okay.
Cool.
Whatever. I'm along for the ride.
She asks him why one more time when he could be safe, and he tells her he's more afraid of seeing her eyes for the rest of his life and hoping he had helped her. Plus, I'm the motherfucking seeker!
I'm actually the hero. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm the hero. We're in a book, and I'm kind of the guy. Mm-hmm. And second, I have a fucking conscience, so I can't just do this thing to you and walk and then just continue on with my life and never think about it again. This is going to make me feel bad and haunt me forever, so I'm not going to.
Didn't you hear the music when I walked in? Like, you're one of my side quests.
This is my moment in the sun. Yeah, it's one of those.
Yes. He tries again to get her collar off, and this time he gets it done without sustaining any more bite wounds.
No more biting. For real.
Fucking knock it off. He leads her through the house until they get to the room with the men. He tells her to wait while he goes and gets her clothes, to which Dew teases him about how she looks. She's like, hey, you don't want to look at my body? I've been told it looks pretty good. And he's like, hey, all the naked people need to knock it the fuck off. I would love to imagine his reaction to what's happening over in Kaylin's camp right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously he has an issue with naked people. He would freak the fuck out. And Kaylin already knows that.
Yeah.
She's already told people, you guys are fucking lucky he's not here. Because if he was, he would flip out.
Guys, my boyfriend's kind of a prude, so we need to keep this between us.
I am just so tired of looking at dicks. Please, can I just go to sleep?
See, and he's seeing naked women. He's not even seeing the dicks everywhere. I imagine that would make him way more uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
But he tells her that she just needs to fucking wait. And then he goes into the other room with the men, and he just demands her clothes. Like you going into a police station and demanding the effects of one of the prisoners, and just being like, hey, give me homeboy's gun and all of his money. Cool, I'll be right back.
It's robbing a bank with a phone.
Yeah. Don't question me. The governor told me we're good. I'm gonna pardon him. It's fine. These guys don't question him at all because the spirit said, cool, all right, fine. Take her fucking clothes. Maybe you want to do it with her clothes on. I don't fucking know. Here, take them. Richard brings them back to Dew. She gets emotional about her prayer dress and then puts it on.
Yeah, we don't really know what the significance of the prayer dress is. I'm assuming it was probably the last thing she was wearing. Before she was stripped and then chained to a wall. So she might just be happy to have her fucking clothes back, which you could understand.
Yeah.
She didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, and, I mean, the term prayer dress makes it seem like it's in some way related to, you know, her religion or prayer or something. So I'm sure it's emotionally important to her in some way. We just don't know exactly the full significance of it yet. She is still bleeding, though, so Richard tends to that, making her lift her dress up, and she gets all, like, weird about that, too, which... I'm sure as a defense mechanism. I know a lot of women who have been through a lot of shit will just meet men there before they come at them that way.
Yeah.
But it's a lot for somebody who just got sprung from all the, the rape.
I think that's why she did it. She doesn't... She hadn't obviously expected to escape up until this point. So there might be a little piece of her brain thinking or saying to her, hey, this is all going to go bad. Don't get your fucking hopes up. Just because you're out of that room and now you're in clothes, you haven't left anywhere yet. And there's nothing guaranteeing that you are just going to walk out of here. So, she's, like you're saying, meeting the men there instead of having it done to her again because she's already expecting to probably get locked back up again. So, totally defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get her hopes up.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be abused in that way. I'll do the abusing. Maybe not abusing fully, but I'm lewd.
I will fuck with your brain.
Yeah. So after that, after he ties up her leg wound, they go out into the room with the men, and he's like, hey, don't fucking move. Spirit said so. Simon said stay in your seats. And they just walk out pretty fucking easy peasy.
I love it. It's the coolest fuck. It's exactly what I said earlier. It is robbing a bank with a phone. You have a phone with somebody on the other end. Hey, they have my daughter. Give them $1 million or they'll kill her. And then they give you the money and you walk out and nobody moves. I mean, it's a bank, so they're going to. You know that, right? But you get to leave the bank unhindered because they think that there's a little girl in danger when in fact it's really just another guy, your buddy, on the other phone.
Yeah.
So he didn't talk to anybody, he dumped the juice. He's like, hey, this is what they said. You guys have to listen. And they were fucking going to. Yeah.
It's just, it's kind of like if a lawyer was seeing a criminal back in the jail and came running back up and they're like, I need a shit. Okay, cool. The judge said he's free to go. The judge said, don't fucking move. Bye. And then ran out the door.
Also, can you call an Uber for us?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. Once they make it out of the building, they go through a couple alleyways. They're back in the square. Richard sees the horses, and he just grabs Stu, and they fucking plow their way through the people. They're going to get to those horses and get out of here.
This is the rush to the getaway car. This is when all the adrenaline is pumping. You're like, oh my God, we fucking got away with it.
Verna's got the Uber pulled up.
Yeah, I was going to say, Verna, she's got the getaway car. It's perfect. It is perfect. Good Kind was thinking of a bank heist, for sure.
It just happens to be on the other side of the 1,000 warriors. No big deal, though.
Yeah. Well, using his brain, he avoided having to fight.
Yeah.
And if he had to fight 1,000 guys, he's not surviving that.
No. I mean, I wouldn't think so. But,
but yeah, that is the end of the chapter. Exciting and kind of a little bit refreshing that we've changed characters from Kaylin to Richard now. I've been wondering what the fuck he's been up to, even though, in all reality, he's probably just been riding a horse.
Hanging out in the garage.
But if you enjoyed this episode, you can let us know by writing an email to podcastatt@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at podcastatt or on Twitter at podcast_ATT. If you wanted to, you can go check out our Patreon page and leave a pledge anywhere between $1, which gives you access, and $10 that gives you access, stickers, a shout out, and a hand-drawn image by Jade herself, because she is awesome and a true artist, and I'm a hack and a fraud.
I don't think so.
But, very honestly, not fraudulently, thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate the fuck out of you, and we will see you real soon.
Bye!